Well, once again, we say welcome aboard. It's good to be with you at this time. Brother Mund speaking. Our program here called Fisher Mund's 5-Minute Look at the Book. Hey, thank you for welcoming us into your home or wherever you're listening to our program from. This is usually the first day, or evening or morning of our broadcast week. See if we can come up with a thought or a theme at this time. The book of Psalm chapter 27. We have a little verse here we'll be looking at today. And got thinking the other day, I still have, even at my age, I have so much to do every day. And usually what I do is make a list of things. And if I'm not very careful of those things, maybe I'll have 10 things on that list. There's one of them that's very important. And if I don't watch it, I will miss doing that one thing. What do you mean? I'm saying the little things in life are very important. And sometimes the one things we miss or the one thing we miss could be the difference in health and sickness. Somebody did not do the one thing they were supposed to do. And the ultimate end of that was somebody was sick. It could be the difference between provision and poverty. It could be the difference between just being defeated or being victorious. What do you mean, Brother Mund? I want to read Psalm chapter 27. I want to go all the way down to verse 4 here. Psalm chapter 27 and verse 4. Now, David speaking, this is a psalm of David. And David said this. He said, one thing. So that's our thought this week. Don't you forget the one things in your life today, especially that one thing that's very important, you know. He said, one thing have I desired of the Lord. Well, what was that? That I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. That's unusual. David, what do you say? He says, one thing I desire. So, one thing desired. Let's see if we can get this one down. One thing desired. What did he desire? He wanted to dwell in the house of the Lord. Now, why? Because it was a pretty place, walking into such. We think about the tabernacle and thinking about the temple that was to be made unto his son Solomon. To walk inside, maybe it was the furniture that was in there. I don't think so. Maybe it was just maybe meeting the priest that was inside. I do not think so. He said, one thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after. What was David so excited about? And the one thing that he desired, what was it? He wanted to be in the house of the Lord. What was it as far as in the house of the Lord? Because there in the house of God was the very presence of God, and David wanted to get close to God always. All right, one thing desired. He wanted to be close to God, to behold the beauty of the Lord, the last part of the verse, to inquire in his temple. I like what he says in Psalm chapter 73, verse 25. He said, there's none upon the earth that I desire beside thee. Let me just ask you a question. What do you desire? David's desire was just to be close to the Lord. What pushes you ahead today, this evening, whenever you're listening to this program? What sort of floats your boat? A lot of people is just mere things. One thing desired, they desired wealth, or they desired maybe houses, land, just things in general, What do you desire? David said this, one thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. What is David saying there? He just wanted to be close to God. If we were to bring this up to the day and age we live, this is the way we should feel concerning going to church. Most people don't enjoy going to church. You said, why? Because it's not their desire, something they do out of duty, Now, I know good churches are hard to find. What should you find in a good Bible-believing, Bible-preaching church? You should find the presence of God. I enjoy walking in the doors, sitting down in the pew, being part of a service that has to do with music, and then to hear the Word of God preached, and all just to sense the presence of God. David said, one thing have I desired, He wanted to dwell in the house of the Lord. What do you desire? Until tomorrow, Fisher Mund saying goodbye.